I'm so happy to see all of you. A lot of you know Mark. I just know a few of you. It used to be a joke with Mark that when we first moved in, I would introduce him as my son. Later on, they would say, no, it's not the other way. Because they know him and they only know me as his mother. Okay. Mark left this earthly veil on September 3rd. And he had plans before he left. But man proposes and God disposes. According to the doctor, he died of pulmonary embolism. And he was gone before I could say, hi, Mark. So I still am trying to find out what could have been the purpose for cutting his life so soon. But I would like you to picture how Mark was, his physical presence. As a son, he was loving, affectionate, respectful, loyal, a good boy. As a person, he was bright, cheerful, helpful, optimistic, and had a good sense of humor. He was independent, a team player, especially in hockey. Wonderful teacher and mentor, and a warm, facilitative leader. He was wise, a natural-born counselor. In fact, I would overhear him counseling, and I said, was he the one who went to psychology instead of me? Intelligent and just, open-minded and thoughtful. He speaks not to argue, but to calmly understand and help others understand what is important and what needs to be done. In fact, Mark and I had a 5-hour dialogue. No one was mad. We just talked to each other, and I tried to exemplify what I said, and he would listen and he would try to tell me what he understood. That went on for 5 hours, but no one was mad at that time. And by the time we were finished, we really felt that we have accomplished something, an understanding. Mark thought that the family should get together, even in just going out to eat. And of course, he loves to eat. In fact, when he had surgery at 2.5 to fix his umbilical hernia, and I called up the hospital, how is Mark doing? He said, he ate good. And now he is asleep. He was a musician and loved mathematics. I don't know if you know that. But that was one of his forte. He greeted people with a smile. He got along well with everybody. In fact, when I was looking for him, and I just went to the receptionist, and they said, "Oh, you're Mark's mother?" And that was the end of it. I got stuck there because they were just talking about how well they liked Mark. He was just well liked. It's too bad he's not a politician for for an office.
He was.
A quick learner, a resourceful person, he worked at gaining new skills to solve a problem or invent a new product. Whenever I asked Mark to do something, I really did not know whether he knows how to do it, but he would say yes. And I said, oh no, did I put a burden on him? No, because he has so many friends. And one of them will show him how to do it, and he did. So Mark and I did a joint project of making videotapes for showing math lessons, and later on for language, and later on for science. So we worked together as mother and child. And during our last few years together, he accompanied me. He was like my all-purpose driver. He was driving Miss Daisy. We were going from one conference to another, and he was so good. He exuded enthusiasm and goodwill wherever we were. So, what can we learn from Mark's life? 1, success will come in due time, in due season. Mark had plans. He died before they were completely fulfilled. But we will carry on. I'm sure you would want this. You don't want to drop the ball for this. Number 2, we can live happily together, side by side. We need peace, joy, and love. I was so impressed listening to how he counseled his 2 stepchildren, considering my own upbringing and my husband's upbringing. He did a superb job. He talked to them quietly. He never raised his voice, and he got them to understand what's to be done. And I said, I didn't teach him that. The 3rd lesson is there is a power that makes all things new. The power that turns sadness to joy, confusion to clarity, obstacles into stepping stones to success. Let us help Mark make his dream come true. Death is not the end, it's just the beginning. I'd like you to recite with me by repeating after me.